I love my New York Giants, hosted by yours truly, Hall of Fame worthy. I'm not no analyst, but I love my New York Giants, so let's talk about them. Week 4. Going against our rivals, the Cowboys, going against Dallas. Thought we was gonna pull a game out, but the refs, starting with the refs, we're gonna start off with the refs, because the refs had another idea. They had so many flags on the field, you would think it's Flag Day. First of all, the craziest flag of them all though, was the one on Daniel Bellinger. They call a penalty, face mask penalty on the wrong player. Bellinger never touched the guy, number 13, he never touched his face mask at all. His hands were on his shoulder pads. On 2 angles, his hands were on his shoulder pads. Never touched his face mask at all. But the Dallas player definitely took Bellinger's face mask, yanked it. Clearly see that. But they call it on the wrong player. Then we have to settle for 3. And that killed our drive. That could have easily been a touchdown drive. We never know because you threw a bunch of flags. This is from a fan's point of view. I'm not no analyst, man. I'm a fan. From a fan's point of view, never saw that ref at all. He comes out speaking like a robot with some dumb face mask called that. I'm not sure if he threw the flag, whoever threw that dumb flag, if y'all was using play assist and they review the play, wherever that's coming from, out of the stadium, wherever that's coming from, they should have saw, because on different angles, that Bellinger never grabbed the guy's face mask. So they should have been able to pick up that flag. Just like they picked up the flag that they threw when they got the first touchdown, the ref threw the flag. There were 2 people holding on Dallas. They scored a touchdown. All of a sudden, the ref picks up the flag. Oh, there was no foul on the play. The ref started off that game very bad. And it's like somebody was paying the refs off. I'm not sure what was happening. But I know it wasn't good for the Giants at first. Later on in the game, they started calling penalties against Dallas, and Dallas actually ended up with more penalties against them. But come on, that one against Bellinger, it messed up the game. I wanted to say something else, but it really messed up the game. Now I want to get into how Daniel Jones played. It's like a couple of people over here, a couple of people over there. He played good. He didn't play good enough. We need a new quarterback again. His stats, 29 for 40, 281 yards, a late interception. No TDs, no touchdown passes. Against a rival, prime time, big game, trying to save our season, supposedly save our season. We needed that game, and we needed Daniel Jones to step up in a big way. He's 1-13 in primetime games. They won the last, I don't know how many games. Since 2016, we ain't beat the Dallas Cowboys. He ain't beat Dak Prescott not one time. Everything was dink and dunk. He missed a couple shots, especially the first one, the neighbors. He missed that one. And not saying he didn't get him the ball, because he got him the ball, but like he underthrew, the ball was underthrown, and neighbors had to slow down and actually look like the guy said on the post we shared. He had to he looked like an outfielder trying to catch a pop fly. That would have been 7 right there. But DJ missed on that play. If he hits him, he beats the safety, over the top help or whatever, touchdown. He played a good game though, all right? But no TDs is a big issue. On X, I was tweeting listen, we have to find the end zone. No running game didn't help us. I'm gonna get to that. No running game didn't help us, but you gotta find the end zone. You're getting paid $160 million. I'm not out on you being our quarterback. As long as you enter as our starting quarterback, I'm gonna show you love. You know what I'm saying? I gotta say the deep ball needs to get better. I remember I'm not sure where we was at. I think we was in Carolina. That deep pass to Slayton is the one I always go back to. Your deep balls, used to be just amazing. All of a sudden, it's like you unsure. You hesitate. I understand you're just coming off an injury. The Bowls calling the plays, so you got also a new offensive coordinator, but still your accuracy has to be better. I'm pulling for you, DJ. I won't stop until you on the bench. I'm not defending you at all. No touchdowns is kind of crazy. You threw for touchdowns in the away games. You are spectacular, almost spectacular in the away games, but the home games, it's like I don't know what happens at home. No touchdowns. I'm not putting this all on DJ. This loss wasn't all on DJ. Receivers dropped the ball in costly spots. So I can't put this all on DJ. Let's try to get it together so we can save the season. If we go 2-3, anything's possible. And put together a win streak. But DJ, you've been playing better on the road. You gotta play better at home. Gotta play better when it matters. Beating our division rivals when it matters. That's when it matters. And throwing to Malik Neighbors, DJ, too much is going to get him hurt like he's already hurt. He already got a concussion. You gotta move off of Neighbors. Go to him and keep plays, but please do not get him hurt. I understand he's a weapon. We don't need to throw to him every play. You gotta get his numbers, I understand. Every ball doesn't have to be thrown to Neighbors. Let's use Neighbors wisely from here on out. Because of course he's gonna have the most yards and the most this and breaking records, and this for a rookie, he's getting used on almost every play. Build a relationship with Hyatt. Somehow let's get him into the fold. I'm not sure because you can't throw the deep ball that good right now, probably because of your injury. I don't know. We have to get Hyatt and you on the same page. That'll free up Neighbors, and we don't want him to get injured. Keep on throwing to him, keep on force feeding him the ball. He ain't gonna be there. The next thing was no run game at all. So how can DJ be that good? Probably the Bowls' plan was the Dallas couldn't stop the run. We gonna run it down their throat. Understandable, we gonna run it down their throat, but we had no run game. What's the stats? 24 carries for 26 yards. One yard basically per run. We averaged 1 yard per run. Singletary had 14 carries for 24 yards. Incredible, no run game at all. So what can DJ be if we don't have a run game? The running game was good on the road. It has to be better at home too. Offensive line, I'm gonna shout out y'all real quick. The pass protection for DJ was incredible, but the run holes and run blocking wasn't there. It wasn't there for Singletary. The offensive line is getting better. You protecting DJ a whole bunch, but we gotta open up some running lanes for Singletary. Neighbors, 12 catches for 115 yards. He averaged 9.6 yards a catch. Amazing. That play where he put that DB in circles, that move was incredible. But one thing I would like to say, and it's not a knock on you, in that 4th and 1 where DJ scrambled and gave you the ball, you have to make the catch. By that time, I don't know if you were tired, they used you too much. I remember on the 4th down before that, you converted on Diggs, you landed on your head, and you ended up a little bit slow to get up. So I'm not sure if it started right there. In those big spots, we need you to catch the ball. Other than that, you've been our whole offense, can't complain. Another 100-yard game. Unfortunately, no TDs, but you're still putting up numbers. So let's go to Wan'Dale Robinson. 11 catches for 71 yards. Another solid game, but 2 major drops. There's 2 key drops that you had that was incredible. That could have got us a first down. I'm not saying too much on you. Our receivers have to catch the ball. Slayton, 3 catches for 56 yards. Slayton, I know DJ underthrew the ball, that one where you were streaking on the free play against Diggs, where Diggs intercepted it. But there's another one where he hit you in the hands and you dropped it. Gotta catch the ball. And he hit you in the hands. It was DJ threw it. It was kind of short, but it's still in the receiver's law as if it hits your hands, you gotta catch it. DJ has the most connection with you. The kicker, Joseph, was amazing. That was all of our points. I wish we had you in Washington. It'd have been a different story if we had you in Washington. You was 5 for 5. The longest was 52. So Joseph, big shout out to you because you played a great game. You stepped in for Gano, and that's all we could ask for. Let's go to the defense. The defense was okay. You know, Tibbs got a sack. Yeah, Tibbs got a sack. Brian Burns made a couple of nice tackles. But I don't understand what Banks was doing on the touchdown pass to CD Lamb. I don't understand what Banks was doing. And the over-the-top help, I don't even know who you were, but what kind of angle was that you took on CD Lamb? And why was Banks look like he was out of bounds? We didn't have our top corners because it was a close game. It was a close game, but on that touchdown pass, I don't understand what y'all were doing back there, what the help was doing and what you was doing. Because it looked like you was out of bounds, playing out of bounds or doing something. CeeDee Lamb cuts inside. The help over top takes a bad angle and he goes right past y'all. So I don't understand what that was. The coverage has to be better. We playing DK Metcalf next week. Gotta be better. The coaching, the play calling, the bowl. Listen, he coached a good game. It's a situational game he coached. We wasn't down by much, so if he doesn't take the points at certain spots, then it could be a problem. But there's one drive, and I think it was the third quarter, we had the ball almost half of the quarter. 4th and goal at the 3-yard line. It's no time to be conservative right there. We should have went for it. That's conservative play calling against Dallas. Is probably what cost us. Otherwise, you called a good game. You have to call more plays down the field, involve Hyatt. Let's get Slayton on the deep ball. Tell DJ to step into the throw and call that play. You was dialing up all sorts of plays, moving neighbors around so Diggs wouldn't be on them all the time. You were making moves, coach, so ain't got too much to say about that. We damn near dominated that game. We had more total yards than them, 303 to 293, not much, but we had more total yards. First downs, we had more, 16 to their 14. Third down efficiency, 5 of 16, they was 3 out of 10. Fourth down efficiency, we was 3 or 4, and they was 1-on-1. They got us there because they was 100%. Punts, we only punted 1 time to their 3 times they punted. Penalties, they didn't have no costly penalties really. They had 11, but they had 11 for 89. Us, we had 4 for 35. They ended up winning, getting the more penalties, but nothing was more costly than that Bellinger flag. And we dominated time of possession. 35 minutes to their 24 minutes. We had the ball 35 minutes, they had the ball 24 minutes. And we still lost, no touchdowns. It's no way we lose that game dominating the way we dominated. We dominated through the whole thing except for the touchdown thing. We get a couple of touchdowns versus Dallas, we win the game. Now, 1-3, we could get to Seattle, we could win the game. If we could win the game and go 2-3, anything's possible. Remember, they undefeated. They got a game this Monday night, but they undefeated. We could beat them on the road. Defense just has to play better. DJ, I know on the road you tend to do well this year, so, you know, let's step up. I am Hall of Fame worthy. I love my New York Giants. I'm out.